You guys are missing out with the spinach. Did you try it at least? Did you try it?
No.
Try it. 1 second.
Okay.
It's the best she's ever made. Hey, don't push her or do nothing. Come on.
Bam! Now I did it. Blame it on me
I don't
because
know,
I
sure.
did it. Good.
I mean, you didn't even taste it. Is it good? You want to try one? I'm telling you, it's the best there ever is. Try it one time.
Very good.
Right? With the garlic?
And I didn't push this.
You like it?
Yeah, but I didn't push this.
Spinach is very good for you. So I think I made a good joke today. So, you know when you go into a restaurant and people that own the restaurant, even though it's a business transaction, right? They want your money and they want you to tell more people it was good.
Yeah, say reviews and all that.
Yeah, so they don't really care about you. They care about the business, but they still kind of care about you, you know?
Yeah.
So the good restaurant, there's somebody, I mean, they do have hostess, but they're fake. Now these hostess are a waste of time. But the good restaurants have somebody kind of, oh, how are you? Welcome to the restaurant. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So when you go to a TV show, a good host pretends that you came to his house. Right? So it's like, how are you? How you been? Do you need something to drink? Right? That's how they pretend it's a host. So when I was in America for a while, and I came back to Romania, there was this guy, Florin Călinescu.
I don't know who that is.
You shouldn't even know who he is. Anyways, he was kind of like a failed actor, and he had his own TV show, and everybody thought, wow, this guy is the smartest guy in the world. Oh, he's one of the smartest people. All right, so basically his TV show was bought by Fox, and they're imitating kind of like David Letterman, right? And you're sitting there having guests and talking about stuff, having a monologue. So he's imitating what they saw in America. So at one point, I don't even know why I have these. So at one point, he brings in Claudia Schiffer, that Candace was talking about.
I don't know what that is again.
It's like a famous supermodel.
The Iranian one?
No, not the Iranian one. She was, I think, German. She was really famous. She's not something I like, but she was. You want to see how it is? Right here.
No. Just for me to close that. Come on, sorry.
Anyways, there's like 5 or 10.
Oh, that thing that keeps pushing me when I try to sit down.
There's a few supermodels. They're really famous. Like, I don't like Tom Brady's ex-wife. I think she looks like a cow. But then again, she was a supermodel. Giselle Bundchen.
Of course, they're always.
So this was Claudia Schiffer. She was on, there's not the kind of woman I like. But anyways, so she's really famous worldwide. And she comes in a Romanian TV show and gives an interview to a nobody, right? On the world stage, that fucking guy is a nobody. And even in Romania, he was kind of a nobody. And they gave him this TV show. And he talks about a lot of stuff like he knows what he's talking about. But he never said anything precise. That's how you know a lot of these idiots don't know anything what they're talking about, Around there, like in World War II, they don't say anything precise. When the Germans were fighting the other people, kind of trying to be funny to hide his lack of information. And when I knew a little bit of history, and I was like, this guy doesn't know anything. Anyway, so he brings in Claudia Schiffer, who is known, like you say the name at the time, Claudia Schiffer, everybody knows who she is. When you say his name, he's a nobody. And she comes in, sits down. He doesn't even look at her to say, hello, how are you, He just says, Claudia Schiffer is a model, like she needs an introduction, right? And he talks for like 10 minutes without even acknowledging her. He looks like a complete ass. And then he kind of turns to her and he asks some stupid questions like, What kind of car do you have? I have a BMW. like, dude, you're a fucking low level fucking idiot. I mean, she could have probably bought 100 BMWs. You know what I mean? Like, for him, that was a big deal because he had a big BMW. But for her, like, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck are you? Number one, you're disrespectful, right? So that's the same way when you drive a cab, I feel like. Like, yeah, I'm trying to get your money. You're trying to go to the destination, but it still has to be some kind of civil. You know what I mean? You say hello, I say hello, I ask, well, how was your day? I pretend to care. Sometimes I care, you know, I'm not gonna lie. If I find out the people interesting, right? So there's this kind of respect that's expected on both sides, right? And sometimes you get people in the cab, they come in, jump in, and they say, Lake and Wabash. And I don't move the car. I look, it's like, hello, how are you? Right? I don't move the car because get the fuck out of here, Lake and Wabash. What the fuck, am I a robot? Right? You gotta say hello, how, you know. Anyways, so that's the idea. It's like a restaurant, like a TV show. Even though I'm a business, you're gonna have to kind of respect me a little bit. I know I'm a cab driver and you are maybe somebody you think you're important, but the basic respect I have to have, right? Because I told you about the other guy said, get the fuck out of the cab. Like, if you don't show me the basic respect, like, I don't need your fucking money. Some people's like, well, I'm not gonna tip you. It's like, take your tip and shove it up your ass. I don't give a shit about your tip. Anyways, so right now I picked up at the airport two guys, older guys. One looked like a English distinguished gentleman, and the other guy looked like a Aaron Mate. Almost, I might have been him.
A donkey?
No, Aaron Mate is not a donkey. He's kind of like, I don't even know, like maybe half gypsy, half Jewish guy from Hungary. In some of his family, I think he died in the Holocaust. Or maybe he escaped the Holocaust or something, and he's like a psychologist. Right, sometimes he says smart stuff, kind of like the other psychologist, Jordan Peterson, but a lot of the times he's just full of shit, right?
So what's the story?
So that's the story. So the other guy looks like him. And I was like, oh, these guys are interesting. It's going to be nice talking to them, you know. And I put the luggage, you know, and it's like, oh, how are you? You know, says, how you doing? I said, you're visiting Chicago? Says, no, we're coming home. I said, oh, nice. I said, where are you come back from? And the guy says, Australia. I said, wow, long ways. How long were you there for? And then the other guy says, 7 days. I said, well, it's a long flight. You got to fly for, and the other guy says 24 hours. So I said, that's 48 hours and you just stayed to 7. I mean, you know. And the one guy comes in and he says, I wouldn't mind, no. I am tired. I don't want to be talking, but he kind of like me, right? Because I was being nice. Like, I sometimes I know people, they don't want to talk, and I respect it. You know, even though it's boring for me to sit 1 hour and a half, I can't listen to music. And that's the name of the album. A cab ride from O'Hare with somebody who doesn't like music, because I can't listen to music. I gotta stay silent. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, you're sitting for 1 hour and a half. You can't really do anything. You can't talk on the phone, because that's disrespectful. I could do it because, you know, if I want to, but I don't want to. So it's hard, right? So he says to me something like, I am tired. I'd rather not be talking. That's what he said. I'd rather not be talking. If that's okay with you. Kind of like that. You know, kind of like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like, and I wasn't pushing. I had 3 questions. Which are in the speaker, you know, just like, if you don't mind, I'm tired, I want to just, but that's what he said. I'd rather not be talking, that's okay with you, kind of like disrespectful, you know. I said, okay. You know. Borderline, like I can't really say a whole lot. The other guy, it's actually the guy that doesn't want to talk, because this fucking guy that said, I'd rather not be talking, keeps talking and talking and talking to the other guy. The other guy kind of is the one that looks tired. He didn't say anything. The British gentleman. And this short guy, and I think they're both gay because they're talking about living together. I didn't know there's such a thing as gay Jewish people. I thought Jewish people are smarter than to be gay, but I guess not. So they live together. But, right, so I don't say nothing. Yeah, put it on this and drink it like that. So you can have mine.
You took enough of mine.
Okay, Give him that.
You took mine
All
last
right,
time.
you got this other one. Okay, so anyway, so
Okay,
you
I'll
got a
remember
brand new
this.
one.
I'll remember this, Baba. Remember
You got a
it.
brand new one. Stop being selfish.
I don't want it. She is always.
Okay. So anyway, so I'm driving and I was like, I can't remember like when I fought that guy. I was like, get out of my house. Remember the guy that I pulled by the legs? In the moment I didn't say nothing, but I was like, oh, because I'm thinking it's like maybe this guy was a little bit disrespectful, you know, like the way he said it. So I was like, and I remember Norm McDonald's. You know, like Norm McDonald's had a bunch of jokes. He would tell the truth, right? The obvious truth. Not necessarily in a funny way, but it was funny, his observation, right? Because Bill Cosby, the comedian that was drugging women and fucking them. He could have fucked probably half of them without drugging them, but he was putting something in their drinks. He was a famous comedian, pretty good. And so he put something in their drinks, get them passed out. I don't even know what kind of pleasure you get out of raping a woman what she doesn't know. Anyways, so he's driving with Jerry Seinfeld and comedians in cars getting coffee. And because the news was maybe kind of recent, so Norm Macdonald tells Jerry Seinfeld, like, do you think the whole thing is gonna affect his career, like looking back, like kind of like Michael Jackson as a pedophile? And I don't need the Candace to shine, because all these black performers are trying to defend their own. Chappelle is trying to defend Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was a pedophile. Because, simple question. Okay, you like kids, fine. You play with kids? Like, why do you gotta sleep with kids in the same bed? Like, it's not even a question he slept with kids. You know what I mean? So, with the Andrew Tate and the other idiot, his brother, and the Blazarian, right? They were pimps, kind of. They used women to make money. Okay, maybe they didn't rape him, but I think they entrapped him or some. But that's enough of a data point to know he's an asshole and a piece of shit, right? Now he acts, because he made a lot of money from the girls being on OnlyFans, but still he's a piece of shit. Like, I don't need 5 data points like government of Romania is after him, because I know what he did over there. I read his trial, I got his transcripts, so he was actually procuring women for the politician. Why are all the countries you're going to Romania? I mean, there's a lot of questions that common sense that the guy is a fucking pimp and Michael Jackson is a pedophile. Anyways, so they're talking about this Cosby guy, and so Norm Macdonald asked Seinfeld, do you think his career is going to be affected by it, looking back, right? His body of work. And Seinfeld says, yeah, I think so. And then Norm Macdonald says, well, I was talking to Patton Oswalt. There's another comedian. He's good enough. And he said, you know what? The hypocrisy of Bill Cosby, the hypocrisy, that was the worst. And Norm Macdonald says, no. You know what was the worst? The raping. Not the hypocrisy. That was the worst. The raping. So it's such a simple thing to say, but you know what I mean? Like, people don't realize something so obvious, right? So when he said it like that, he didn't even try to kind of, he just said that, like
Not sugarcoat.
right. But the way he said it, like with O.J. Simpson, he said, O.J. Simpson wrote in his book he would have died for his wife. That's a terrible luck when the one guy that would die for you ends up killing you. Like simple stuff. Or like they had a knit cap which OJ used, conceal his face. So they brought it to trial. It was full of blood. So some guy is messing with it, and he said, OJ didn't help his case, and he said, careful with that. That's my lucky stabbing hat. Right? So, it's a joke. He's lucky, kind of like a Lucky Charm. Okay, whatever. So anyway, so that was his style. And I was trying to get back at this guy who was kind of disrespectful in the style of Norm Macdonald. So I'm driving, I'm thinking about it. And we get to the destination. I was debating if I should do it before I charge the money or after I charge the money, right? Because they're in a rush after this. So that's why after I took his money. And they were nice. It was like 50 something, and gave me 70. But, so I'm out. And I said, are you familiar with the comedian Norm Macdonald? And they say, yeah, kind of. And I said, well, if Norm MacDonald would have been your cab driver, he would have said, it turns out you really didn't mind talking to me. Something like that. It turns out you really didn't want to be talking or something, because that's what he said. I repeated back to what he said. It turns out you really didn't want to be talking to me. Jeez. And I went like this, jeez, like remember that. But,
you should have.
and then he says, do you know who I am? I said, I know who the other guy is, your partner. He's the guy that proved he didn't want to be talking but not saying anything. And I know who you are. You're the other guy. So.
Did they laugh?
Kind of, yeah. The other guy laughed. Because obviously, this guy kept asking, talking all the time. And the other guy wanted to kind of stay silent. The other guy was tired. This guy was asking him questions. Because the other guy was nice to respond. But he really wanted to sleep, right? So this guy who said, I really don't want to be talking. Oh, that's what he said. I really don't want to be talking, if that's okay with you. So that's what I said. It turns out, so no, I said, fact. Fact. It turns out you really didn't want to be talking to me. So it was funny. It was funny to me. So I like this approach to Norm MacDonald. It was funny to me. I kind of fucked it up because, but it was good when I said to them. And it's hard when you're thinking in your mind and you cannot practice it, So it turns out you really don't want to be talking to me. Anyways, one more thing. So Mitza's talking to me.
Like the other guy doesn't want to do.
No. And we're talking about like what do I think the plan is? Like, because like these people in charge, what they want to do. So honestly, they want absolute control.
Didn't you just say we're gonna stop talking about?
No, because this is something I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna shut up about it. So COVID was a test.
Of course.
So COVID was a disease that can be manufactured to attack only a certain amount of people, right? So it attacked a lot of the black people, it attacked the older people and the sick people. Take your knees down. So they use it as a test for one to see how the people react to a disease. It's clearly made in a lab in University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. And then exported to Wuhan and they brought it back intentionally. Not to mention they all made money. Well, I think it was a kind of military op to see how the people react to population control. That's why with this ice thing where they have their faces covered, they want to see how people react to military presence on the street, right? And people are good enough, I guess, to where they resisted that. So they're trying something because they really think they got the answer. Because the AI was using to make music, to have the voices and stuff is not very good. And even when I did the pictures, it's kind of stupid. But that's the AI we get. I'm sure they have better. Actually, I don't know if they have better AI because Netanyahu, yeah, those pictures are stupid. But anyway, somehow the genie's out of the bottle. So all these people, Bezos, who's an idiot, like how the fuck would you marry that blow-up doll that he married? Like I wouldn't even fuck her with Bebe's dick.
What?
She's disgusting. That's a saying. I wouldn't even fuck her with your dick.
What the hell?
You wouldn't even fuck her with my dick. No. It's even.
No.
She's ugly.
Great.
Oh, fake, and she was somebody else's wife. And that guy is a billionaire. Elon Musk, another clown. You have that guy that kills people, Altman something, Sam Altman, another clown. Larry Ellison, another clown. Peter Thiel, another clown. So these people got somehow, probably working with the government, they got so much money. And if you meet these really rich people, they steal and cheat to get somewhere. And then they kind of look at you like you're a loser, like you're a sheep, you're a dumbass because you don't want to steal and cheat, right? deep down they have some kind of respect for you because you're not willing to do it, but somehow they look at you like, look at this fucking guy, this peasant, he's not willing to do it. Anyway, so it's a club. So they think that they're better than, that's why they start these wars and they kill so many people. Like, and they have words for it. Collateral damage, casualties, all the wars have casualties. Well, yeah, but it's not your kids and your sister, you know what I mean? And your brother. It's easy to play cards with somebody else's life, right? They never go to wars, except for the Kennedys. Anyways, so I think they think that they can have absolute control. And then with AI, a lot of these jobs, like I'm talking to somebody that his wife is an accountant and she's almost out of a job. AI is getting there soon to where it can do most jobs, maybe except for construction. Even lawyering can be done with AI. So a lot of these people are going to be out of a job. So the only way to support these people, it's like universal welfare. Right? They're going to have an inflation. A lot of people are going to lose their money, like the Germans that we talked about. You know, in Germany before World War II, that's what they did. And then, except for the super ultra wealthy, everybody's going to be fucked because they're going to run the strings. And then they're going to put everybody on a welfare, meaning they give you $1,000 a month, right? And then whatever money you had, if you still have
That's
some...
less than pension.
Well, whatever. They're going to make sure you have enough food with chemicals. They're not going to give you good food. And they're going to say your money is not good for more than a mile from your house. You cannot spend money. So they keep you tracked, tied to the land like the serfs back in the day. And then they're going to use viruses to kill the majority of the population. Like, maybe they're going to do euthanasia. Like, if you're over 55, you got to go because you serve no purpose. And I don't even know. So they're going to try to reduce the population, kind of rule the world. Like, they're already making supposedly some city in New Zealand.
They're making a new virus.
Yeah, they already have the hantavirus. So.
What is that?
So they tested the first virus to see how people react. And sooner or later, they're going to have targeted virus. Kill all the black people, right? Or the black men, or whatever they want, whatever they think. Or kill all the fat people, or kill all the Russians, or you know what I mean? It's going to be targeted. Even though COVID was targeted against some people.
Can they kill
Because if they run a government and a system where they got to feed people, even Napoleon in Jaffa, when I put it in a song, he had like 10,000 Albanians, I think, give themselves up. He said, oh, I'm not going to kill you. And then he had to feed them. And he said, fuck it, I'd rather kill them instead of feeding them. You know what I mean? So that's the mindset. That's the biggest problem I have with Napoleon. So I think that's what they're getting ready with AI, because they can make some kind of robots that they can shoot people, and they have drones. So militarily, they pretty much have absolute power, and they're getting ready to. They have this guy wants to go to Mars. The other people, they're making some scene in New Zealand because it's secluded. Maybe they're going to have a nuclear war. They're pushing for that to destroy humanity. So that's what I think it is. And then once they come out of it, everybody is like a slave, almost. And they're going to use, because they're ugly as fuck. So maybe they're going to have families and they're going to look for good-looking kids, and they're going to take them. So that's what I think. If people don't wake up, that's going to be for humanity, for the general public.
Then what do you have to make for people to wake up?
Well, I made the songs. I explained it in it.
Worldwide.
Well, it's better than kind of complaining on Twitter. Like my songs kind of show you the way. You got to wake up and get them out and put these people in prison.
But what will cause the people to make it change?
I don't even care anymore. I'll be honest with you. I don't even care. If they deserve their fate, fuck it. I made the songs. I sent it to a bunch of people. I don't know if they read it or don't read it. Those songs are not easy. Yeah, but listen, every kind of revolution had their own songs, and my songs are good. It kind of tells you to wake up. And that's for me. I'm willing to go on the street and do something. Whatever. So that's what I think it is. They hate humans, kinda. They think they're better than regular humans. They wanna they're gonna put chips in your brain. That's another thing. They're gonna put chips in your brain so they can control you. Like, what is it? Matrix, right? They did that. And then people are gonna be like robots, and they're gonna know what you think. Because I really think like Joe Rogan, I'm gonna be honest with you, he wasn't that smart before. He's really smart right now. I mean, his comedy sucks, but as an interviewer, he knows a lot of shit, and he's really smart. And I watched stuff with him. He wasn't that smart before. And he's friends with Elon Musk and Peter Thiel, so maybe they put something in his brain. So I think that's what they want to do. Kind of destroy. I don't even understand why they hate humans like that. Because it's the illusion of power. They don't even understand once they're going to destroy the whole thing. They're going to be miserable themselves, right? But they're all ugly people, right? So they're built. Ugly people have two choices in life. Ugly people, either they accept themselves and they say, hey, I'm not good looking, so therefore I'm not going to get the best looking girls, or maybe I am, like Onasi's got a lot of good looking girls.
Dude was rich.
Well, he was rich, but you know what I mean? Like, whatever. Bezos is rich and he fucking dating.
Bezos is ugly. Like, very ugly.
That's what I'm saying. Onassis was ugly too.
Yeah, but like, as ugly as Jeff Bezos.
I think Onassis had good personality where he was interesting and smart, right? Bezos doesn't look like much. Musk doesn't look like much.
Musk.
Maybe he knows physics or something, but...
That's not very appealing.
Well, plus he's got a small dick.
How do you know?
Because he looks like he's got a small dick.
How do you know what people who have a small dick look like?
Looks like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and stuff. Well, okay, so that's what I'm kind of tired of talking about this, but I wanted to bring this up, kind
You're
of.
tired of talking.
Yeah.
I would like to stop.
No, I want to switch it to you guys, kind of, to where
You're tired of talking like the guy from the taxi cab. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, no, he said I'd rather not be talking
Yeah,
because
but you're
I'm
nicer
tired.
than him.
Huh?
You're nicer than him.
I'd rather not be talking. That's okay with you? So I was like, fact. It turns out. What did I say? It turns out. No, because he said, I'd rather not be talking. I said, so fact. It turns out you'd rather not be talking to me. You really rather. No, you I don't know how I said it. Fuck it. So I said, fact. It turns out you'd rather not be talking to me. Jeez. It's like, do you know who I am? Like, I don't know who you are. No, I didn't say it. I said, I know who the other guy is. That's the guy who proved he'd rather not be talking, but not talking. And you are the other guy. So it came out pretty good. But, yeah, I don't have experience with delivering, but it came out good. Because the guy was kind of like looking like...
Making him into
And I had another one prepared. He couldn't put his seatbelt. And, you know, the one on the right kind of gives people problems, but the one on the left gives nobody problems. So he couldn't fucking put his seatbelt. He wasn't that old. So I was like, all right, I'll do the seatbelt for you if you can't do it. You kind of gotta be. He's a guy, the other guy, his boyfriend was doing shit for him, like ordering medicine. So he's like the superstar guy who doesn't like shit to be done for him. Like, okay, you know, he didn't even say, you know, let me try it. Or something. I'd be embarrassed if somebody put the seatbelt for me. But he's like, okay, do it. So I pulled over and I put the seatbelt for him. So I had a joke if you would have said something. I said, I would have said, if you would have been, like, go up, I would have said, just so you know, not only did I help people with seatbelts, I also do massages. No, not people. I would have said, not only did I help self-important buffoons with their seatbelts, I also do massages on the side. If you would have said something else, I would say, oh, the side of my leg, buddy, not you. You know, so I had some things I was thinking about, but it doesn't sound as fun.
into Bridget McCrone.
Huh?
We're turning Bob into Bridget McCrone.
You're turning Bob into Bridget. You better not paint his face and stuff.
Oh, I did.
Put it up. No, don't do.
Bob back.
Yeah, put it up what it was. All right, this is it. I mean, it wasn't too good. So I don't know. I fucked it up. So yeah.
You did
So
okay.
nah, I fucked it up because you got to deliver the cadence like da 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 da. Fact.
How is it? Fuck.
It turns out you really didn't want to be talking to me.
Timmy. Fact. It turns out that
Do you know who I am?
No.
I know who the other guy is.
Do you know who
That's
I
the
am?
guy who
No.
proved that he didn't want to be talking about not talking.
I've seen this before. The best comeback to is, do you know who my father is? What? No, didn't your mom tell you?
Ooh.
That's good.
Yeah, but I didn't want to do that because he was older than me. And you know, And then my father fucking his mother is not good enough for me. I gotta be fucking his mother.
What?
If I make a joke. Whatever. Tell me something from school and then we're done.
I have a test tomorrow.
Yeah?
I'm not.
Listen. You gotta promise. Listen to what? You gotta promise to me you're gonna do better. That's all I gotta say about
In
that.
life.
He knows where.
Yeah, I know where.
Okay? Because listen, I don't really care, kinda. I don't really care, kinda. Because you're the rebel of the house.
Okay, man.
But I care.
Yeah, he can be a rebel who drops out of high school.
No, he's not gonna drop out of nothing. What I'm saying is, listen, it's
Says you.
hey,
Says me
it's
with
not
the-
that hard.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not that hard.
Oh, wait, he's except for one. I know.
It's not that hard. Like if you pay a little bit of attention. Like I don't really care, but I do care.
But you care about me and my
Well,
grades.
yeah, because you're gonna be the first woman president.
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't know, because you're gonna have to kill people, so I don't know how we're gonna do that. Maybe you're not gonna kill people.
How do you have to kill people?
All presidents kill at least 100 people.
I'll pull
Every president.
I'll pull a citadel and delete their memories.
Because everybody president is like, say, all right, kill that guy. You
Nah,
know?
bro, I'll pull a citadel and delete their memories.
Yeah,
Bro, copycat
I'm tired.
of what?
Friday, I'm gonna have a colonoscopy. So,
You sound like George Costanza.
yeah. So Norm Macdonald told the joke. He went in to have the colonoscopy, where they put a camera up your ass, and they come with something else and they burn whatever they see.
It's like a drone. They go through your ass and they see you.
Whatever.
It's like a
So-
How do you know?
She did it when she was 7.
What? I did?
No.
Yeah,
So
she did.
so anyway, so he's always thinking about jokes, right? Norm Macdonald. So see the colonoscopy, and then at the end of the colonoscopy, because he gets to look at it on TV, right? Sees the camera, because you can do it to
Does
where
it hurt you?
I'm not sure. I've never done it. So he was saying that because they put anesthesia local, you can be passed out, but passed out is kind of dangerous.
No, you want to watch on the TV.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I want to watch my ass on TV. so anyway, so he's watching on TV, and then towards the end they said doctor whatever who was working. So then he made a joke like, I see the credits. We're almost done, huh? He made a joke, right? And nobody laughed, right? And then, like after the whole thing was over, Norm Macdonald was like, "What the fuck?" Like he didn't even care if he had cancer. Like, why didn't people laugh at my joke, right? Because it was a good joke, right? It's like, I see the credits, we're almost done, huh? And he kept looking for somebody to ask, why did nobody laugh at his joke? And find a Mexican guy that was working there. And went up and was like, hey, why wasn't that a good joke? That was a pretty good joke. And the guy says, well, you were under anesthesia. When you tried to speak, it was like, blah, 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 blah. Nobody understood nothing. He was like, blah, 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 blah. In his mind, it made sense. He thought he said the joke, but nobody heard the joke. So,
I see the credits are almost done.
yeah, I see the credits because said the doctor or whatever who did. So he was really funny, but like a lot of the stuff when he was alive, I didn't get, right? Because you have to understand the person. You have to understand his style and how he would say it, and the fact that he actually would rather joke not be funny to somebody else except for him. I mean, he was special. I'm gonna be honest with you. He was special. There's a few of them. George Carlin is special. Robin Williams. Don Rickles.
Robin Williams is good.
Yeah, Robin Williams is very good. And then there's an idiot, Mark Maron. He's like bitching about it. I was like, come on, get the fuck out of here. You're nobody. You're an anal bead. But he was jealous of everybody else, Mark Maron, because he doesn't have any talent. Bill Burr is funny. Adam Sandler is not funny. I mean, there's a few that were funny. Ricky Gervais is funny, but like his insistence and making fun of other people's religion is a bit too much. Because, okay, I got it. You're an atheist. All right, move along. Leave me alone. Like, I don't have a problem with you. Yeah, good for you.
The problem is that they call it a religion.
What? The atheist? Oh, yeah. So Norm Macdonald, did you hear that? When Sarah Silverman went to Norm Macdonald, and she said, so you really believe there's a God? And Norm Macdonald is like, I think yes. Like, so you really think there's a Guy with a beard in the sky. Good luck, right? Good luck. No, good luck with that. And Norm Macdonald is like, well, good luck to you too. It's not like your idea is better. I cannot do Norm Macdonald. I have to practice, but that's good luck to you too. He said it perfect. So yeah. So listen, I don't mind. Like, all right, do your stuff, man. Leave me alone. That's why. You know what I mean? Like when I said even about the stuff with the people that killed those journalists that made fun of Muhammad. Like for a lot of people, Muhammad is sacred, right? I mean, I don't know anymore about the Arabs, but I wasn't the biggest fan of the Arabs, right? Just because of their treatment of women, right? But if those guys believe in something, I'm not going to go and take a shit on it, right? To me, it's disrespectful. So these guys are making gay jokes with Muhammad getting fucked in the ass, I think. All right, so some people said, all right, that's not enough. That's not acceptable, and they want to kill them. Out of all the stuff that you can make fun of, you choose to make fun of, like they're making fun of Jesus all the time, right? Why? Because that's just, like, if it doesn't mean anything to you, and you know you're being mean to me or somebody else that likes Jesus, right? Why do it then? Right? Because they want to be mean and it's free. Like the guy with the bicycle, right? Or like the other guy wanted to sue me. So he starts a fight, I punch him and he wants to sue me. Like, do you know what I mean? Sometimes people got to be held accountable. So that's what I understand with these atheists. All right, good for you, buddy. All right, you don't need to convince me. I don't need, you know what I mean? So that's what the Ricky Gervais. And the idea, he made a movie, how great it is to lie. Maybe he should have made a movie about, it's not that great to lie. Because it's not that funny to teach people how to lie. Because that's one of the biggest problems we have. So yeah, he is funny at the Golden Globes. His last special was shit. I wrote to him. Obviously, he probably didn't see it, but it was a shit special. It was garbage.
What'd you write to him?
I can't remember. I want my money back. I don't know. Terrible special, like annoying and...
Which special?
He did one, something with the Black Angel or something. I don't even know. The last one he did, it was garbage. Absolute garbage. He was not funny at all.
No, who's the he?
Ricky Gervais.
Oh yeah, I'm okay.
He had a few good ones, even though I don't like the stuff he's talking about, but, you know. He had a few good ones. The Ghost of Kanai. That sounds like an interesting. Well, what book is that?
Yay.
Don't do that.
It's a bomb.
What happened? What fight was that Kanai? That was Spartacus?
No, I think it's Chinese.
No, it was ancient Rome. Or ancient, because Calais is in France, Kanai.
Stop.
Okay, those seconds. All right. So I want, like, slowly to you guys to take over, because I'm tired of fucking talking and whatnot.
Slow motion.
And I want you to come up with a subject.
But this is about us remembering you, not you remembering us.
Yeah, it's fine. So I want to listen to you, and I'll come in and it kind of help you. But I want you guys to choose a subject each and talk about it. Because I need you to learn how to structure your mind. Do you know what I mean? Structure your mind and have like a debating kind of, to have a, I don't want you to debate shit you don't believe in, right? But I want you to learn how to structure an argument and think about it. And I'll come in and...
Yeah, and we want you to speak.
Yeah, I'm going to speak. I'm going to listen to it.
We want you to speak.
Well, I understand, but it's a trade-off. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to come up with a subject, but they're not fucking around, because I want you to learn. The idea in a conversation is about looking for the truth, right? Everybody brings something, and if everybody's looking for the truth honestly, you find something new. But if everybody's trying to block the other guy from talking, nobody learns anything. And you guys are smart, right? And that's how you find new things. Go to sleep? What time is it? And go to sleep. What was that? Let it go. What was that?
Just studying my function.
Let it go.
5 minutes.
Let it go.
Taekwondo.
That's what Michael Jackson was saying when he was raping somebody. Let it go. Let it go.
That's in the movie Frozen.
Yeah, people got frozen when Michael Jackson fucked them. They got frozen with fear.
Exactly.
China's escaped Michael Jackson. Come on. Who fucking sleeps with a 5-year-old in the same bed? Like, why would you want to do that?
A
Like, even
crazy
you guys,
person.
like, sometimes, and we haven't done it in a long time, right? It feels uncomfortable because
No,
you want to sleep.
Mama is so comfortable.
Well, with your mother, but
I
but
love
I.
sleeping in the bed. It's
I
so-
know.
What I'm saying,
so
sometimes you come
giant
in
and fluffy.
and it's uncomfortable for me, and these are my kids.
It's
Why would I
okay.
want to sleep with somebody else's kids? Like, it's just disgusting. And that idea alone, take the kids from their parents, have the parents sleep by themselves in another room, and you sleep with their kid. And then the kids came out, and I watched the Neverland thing where it kind of makes sense what he was doing. Why would you do that? What do you
Kids are
mean he's
crazy.
innocent? Andrew Tate is a great guy. He's like, get the fuck out of here. He's a fucking pimp. And Bulgarian, the other fucking what's the bitch whore? When the shooting in Vegas, he was all like a Navy SEAL. He went to the Navy SEAL school like 3 times because you're so good. Come on. But he didn't become Navy SEAL. But then he paid some movie $2 million to be an extra in a Navy SEAL movie. So he's always like doing muscles, and he comes in, shoots guns with women, like kind of like Playboy women. They shoot guns in the desert, like, and then it turns out that he's not even that big of a Playboy. He used to pay him, pretend he was hot shit. And he fucked 10 women, different women in a day or something. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'll fuck you in the ass. Remember that guy? We went to Cuba, and the people are being disrespectful to the Cubans. So there was a Romanian guy. He was like the big photographer, you know, and he thought he was like some kind of Alain Delon, some kind of like hot shit, like French style of a gigolo. And these fat girls, they were there. They're always kissing his ass, you know, because he was the guy, right? And he was kind of like talking to your mother, and I was like, I don't care, like, I don't give a fuck. But and the girls would come in like, what, do you mind if he talks to your wife? Like, I don't give a fuck, you can talk to her. So then we went, and you guys are small, like what, 5 and 7, and we went to the beach. His name was Radu. So he sees a beautiful Cuban mother, you know, she was like 18, 19, beautiful Cuban mother. She's playing with her daughter in the ocean, right? We're sitting there by the beach in some kind of...
Beautiful Cuban mother.
Okay, it's not the one I liked. Another one. Cuban women are very beautiful. I mean, there's nothing to lie about.
Another one.
So, no. It was a random woman with her child, a beautiful Cuban girl. You know, like 10 years old. And he's trying to be funny over there, this Radu guy. And he says, I would fuck that mother. And all these girls are around him like, ha ha ha, Radu, oh, Radu. Like, and then he says, I would have also fucked the daughter. And the daughter was like 10 years old, right? And then you guys, the kids, are over that. And I went to him, I said, how about you fuck me? I'll let you fuck me. And I'll fuck you in the ass then. Let's see who fucks who. I said, I think you got a small dick, and you can't even fuck me if you want to. I'll let you. And he says, you want to? You want to? I said, yeah. Come on, fuck me. I'll sit over. You can fuck me. Rather than this. Everybody in the bus is like, what? Like, I'm the asshole, you know? Like, I'm the asshole. Like, that guy was funny trying to be a pedophile. Like, get the fuck out of here. Number one, you're not a gigolo. You're a pussy bitch whore. And if you want to fuck somebody, come on, fuck me. I'll squeeze my ass and break his dick off. You fucking asshole.
Don't take a shit.
So the people were very disrespectful to the Cubans, right? Making black people jokes and stuff. That's why we left. We didn't stay with them because to me that's very disrespectful. We stood away from the group. They were making jokes about the Cubans. I mean, Cubans are beautiful people, funny and happy. Obviously, they have their interest and they want to take advantage of you. But still, they're perfect hosts and they're really nice. These people are making black jokes about the Cubans who are kind of darker skinned. So I went and talked to the guy who was running the photography thing when we went the first time. And I was like, why do you even allow this? You know what I mean? Like, why do you even allow this? And that guy, you know, they're paying like $2,000-$3,000 for the photography workshop, on top of the stuff they're paying for the lodging. So he was a pussy about it. So then we kind of walked away with the driver and we went on our way. But it's very disrespectful. And this guy, same thing. They act like the Cubans are staff or like slaves. And these guys are nobodies. They're not even rich people. They're rich people in Cuba, sure, because everybody's rich in Cuba, but in their own countries, they're shit. And they're being disrespectful to the people that are being nice to them and making. So the word negro in Romanian is the same with Spanish, negro. So when you're making black people jokes, it's the same fucking shit. So they understand. You know. Very disgusting. So this guy, I wanted to beat the shit out of him.
Then do it.
I wanted to get in trouble.
No, I was looking for a reason. A lot of these tough guys, as soon as they know it's a big problem,
They're not tough.
yeah, they're kind of avoiding it. There's a guy, when we played soccer, not that doctor guy. There's another guy, his name is Petroscanu. So he thought he was good looking. He was good looking enough. And he thought he was a big boxer. He kept talking about him boxing and stuff. And I was like, all right. And then listen to this. So I wasn't friends with him. I never went out with him to eat. But we would go after soccer to a restaurant where the blonde girl was working and eat, all of us there. So I never, and I wouldn't even talk to him because I didn't like him, right? I didn't care about him. Like, okay, we used to play soccer, hello. You know, I didn't have anything against him, but he was not a friend, right? So he goes to Romania, and he meets Maria, who is the wife of the famous soccer player, right? Who we were godfathers to. And she was running, she was training, because she, like your mother, she used to be a professional runner.
And who are you godfathers to?
To both of them marriage and to their daughter. Right? So, I mean, Maria's good looking, right? She's good looking. But for him, it was the idea because he was famous and she was kind of famous.
I wanted her as my godmother.
Huh? It's Bebes.
Lucky.
So, anyways, so he goes up to her because he knows I'm godfather to their marriage and the daughter. And he goes, says, he says he's my best friend. I'm his best friend. Let me give you my number in case you want to send something. And she's like, what are you talking about? Just let me give you my number in case you want to send something. Which is a stupid thing. Like, what's she going to send a package with him for me from Romania? It makes no sense. But he wanted that, like, for him, using me, right, like a shield. Because he was too much of a pussy to say, hey, look at me. I'm good looking. I need your number. He didn't want to have that. He didn't have the balls to go straight up, kind of like people that touch women in a restaurant, because it's free. So he used me to give her his phone number because he thought she's going to call him because she thought that she thought he was great or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of here. So he comes back, and because Maria called me, like, what packages? I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this guy is talking about. Like, I'm never fucking, he's not a friend of mine. Like, what the fuck is he talking about? So he comes back to soccer, right?
Oh.
So we're getting dressed, right? Because we're getting dressed before the game. So I look up to me and I said, you're my best friend, buddy? And he was like really tough before in stories, like, oh, he was fighting and whatnot. I said, you're my best friend? and like, what? I said, you just advertise you're my best friend. I said, how many times we went out there? Well, none. Like, so how are you my best friend? Because you know me? That's how you're my best friend? Because you know me? You know of me? I said, you're too much of a pussy. I said, I don't mind. Okay, I'm the godfather to the marriage. I don't really mind if you really, that, we call it in Romania, say, you have blood in your dick, right? If you have blood in your dick and you go and talk to her like you're special, just go and talk to her. Like, I don't really mind that if you use your own, but to use me as a crutch, right? Pretend we're friends to give her the number, like, you're a loser. Like, you're a fucking nobody. And I thought we were going to fight, but he was like a pussy about it. Like, he wasn't that big of a boxer no more. Because I would have fucking, if I couldn't have beat him, I would have bit his throat. Because even when you see, there's times when you see black because you're so angry, and it's just nuts. So anyways, so then we're playing soccer. And I was looking for an excuse to hit him on the legs. And every time he got the ball, as soon as I came towards him, he got rid of the ball. Because he was the guy that used to dribble. As soon as he saw me coming like a train, like he'd get rid of the ball. Like I didn't have to do nothing. Just walk towards him, and he had no ball. He had no ball because it's disrespectful to hit somebody with no ball. But he was a big fucking loser.
Did you hit him?
Never had the ball. He was such a scared that he never had the ball. He just got rid of the ball. Because I was looking for something. I would have went in like hockey, body slam him. He was a big boxer.
Get right.
Everybody's a big boxer until they got to start boxing. There was a guy, I mean, honestly, he looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, this bodybuilder stuff. Like, his arms were like big muscle, not fat, muscle, as big as my legs. And I met him in the airport. He was also a cab driver. He would come in and work. He was in competitions for bodybuilding. I mean, he was like this much bigger than me. The shoulders like this. And like arms like this. All muscle. And legs, he was talking about he does whatever, 500 pounds or whatever the fuck he's doing. Now, he was a big guy. Okay, but he used to take steroids. Right? So that's what makes your muscles bulge. Artificial chemicals, steroids. So when he came to America, he couldn't take the steroids. So this was like a few months after he didn't take the steroids. And he was acting all tough. It's like, this fucking guy. I mean, look at him. He's like a fucking... I'm like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, he's fucking huge. And he said something like he was tough. And I said, all right. I don't know how it came about, the details. But the idea is we put shoulder to shoulder to push, see who's pushing each other back. We didn't hold hands because that was gay. But I think we push shoulder to shoulder, something like this, and see who's pushing the other. I pushed him like he was nothing. I mean, I pushed him like he was made out of a pillow. I mean, he was fucking huge. I said, all right, let's see. Right? And I put my shoulder, I went in like him, like he was trying to learn how to go in reverse. So, you know, I mean, a lot of these people, they think they're tough. And a lot of times you go and you see a skinny guy, it's like, motherfucker, and then he beats the shit out of you. You know what I mean? Like a skinny guy, a little guy. I've seen it happen.
Really?
Yeah. So it was a club in Cluj, and there was this guy that used to bother everybody and kind of trying to steal their girlfriend. And this guy, he was with his girlfriend at the bar, and this guy was a muscle guy. He had samurai sword, and he used to bother people. Like, he used to stop cabs and throw people out of cabs and steal other people's girlfriends and make them do stuff. And this guy was like a little guy by the bar. And this big guy, all muscles, could have been fake muscles, you know, wanted to bother him. And it's like, buddy, just please leave me alone. Like, he was very polite. Please leave me alone. No, I don't want any trouble. No. It's like, no, please. I don't want any trouble. And the guy says, oh, no. I'm like, all right, then. Let me beat the shit out of him. Little guy. So you never know. But a lot of these big guys, they talk a lot. You know. That's it. We're done. You want to talk about something? What's your favorite thing about your mother?
She's very soft.
Soft? What do you mean?
She's so soft and squishy.
Squishy?
Weird.
She's not soft and squishy. What are you talking about?
She's not that squishy.
No.
And she makes good food, and she takes care of us.
Yeah, she's. I found a good one.
She's chill as well.
And she found an interesting one. I'm joking. She found
It
a
was
good
not
one
her. It was all me. She kept saying no, and I was like, okay, yes, and all right, no, yes, no, and I was like, oh, fuck it. And then I heard the song Umbrella. I was like, all right.
6, 7.
She didn't find me. I found her. All she had to do was say yes.
6, 7.
What 6, 7?
Yes, no. Yes, no. 6, 7. 6, 7.
Oh, 6, 7 means yes, no.
No, it doesn't.
All right. What's your favorite thing about your mother?
She's very pretty.
Well, she's really good looking.
That she's.
I mean, I look at all these movie stars at you know her age, like fucking. I wouldn't fuck any of them. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't leave my mother for any of them. Go ahead. What's your favorite
You
thing?
wouldn't leave my mother for anybody.
Maybe.
that she's
Who?
my mother.
Who?
No, right now, no, because everything is great.
Right
on.
now,
Who?
I was about to, because she was being mean to me. I was about to, but I gave her first choice, and she said stay, so I stayed. All right, go ahead. What's your favorite thing about your mother?
she's my mother.
Okay, all right, and what else?
She's a great mother.
Yeah,
Mm.
she's your mother. She's a great mother. All right.
She's pretty. She's chill.
Yeah, and you take advantage of that. Big time.
I don't want to say this, but
You do take advantage of that big time.
no, but I want. I don't.
And
wanna
the
say
one thing
this.
I don't like about you guys, listen. I don't like this stuff where you like you promised something. I didn't promise, and I know how I use my words. I say maybe, or maybe tomorrow or something. I didn't promise shit. And then you go tell your mother that father said that we can do this, and it's a lie.
That's a lie.
A lot of times.
No.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes you just forget you have dementia.
Yeah, I have dementia. Yeah.
But
Think
you
about
do-
it this way: if you leave Mama, you leave us.
Yeah, and I'm aware of that because you guys are not gonna fucking care about me.
I
But
know,
if
but you
Mama
care about
leaves
us.
Yeah. You guys are not gonna fucking care about me.
Who said we won't? Not if you leave our human bitch.
She wasn't a bitch, but you know what I mean. Listen,
People like
don't
that
be
should
don't be
die.
mean to somebody. They don't deserve it.
Yeah.
So,
they
person who knew you had a wife and tried to hit on you didn't
She actually
deserve it.
didn't do anything after she found out I had a wife. It's all right. You don't know the details. Listen, it's gonna be a while until you get married.
don't. What about
But
the,
you know the
Marriage
details.
is not easy. Being a father is not easy. Go ahead.
But you know the
what about the
details.
skinny guy?
Yeah, I was ready to walk.
What about the skinny guy
What
in
is
the
it?
bar?
That was the story. No, that's the story. I mean, it happened to me a bunch of times when I beat up guys that look like you thought they were gonna kill you.
And then
The idea is like you don't want to start shit with anybody and be in the wrong because sometimes the little guy gets lucky and you know what I mean. So the idea is you want to be fair and be honest, but you cannot be pushed around. Sometimes when you gotta be pushed around, it's like, all right, fuck it, let's see what's happening. Let the chips fall where they may. Let the chips fall where they may. Like you can't always kind of think too much about consequences. You got to think sufficiently about consequences, but sometimes you got to stand up for what you believe in.
Or
So what do you like the most about me?
you're chill.
you spoil us.
So it's all about the shit you get?
No, you very good at advice.
I am? You keep your word with the other stuff? We got a big number or no?
Great.
Uninterrupted?
Great A's. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, great A's.
And you?
Me as well.
Alright, you're tired. Go to sleep. You guys gonna wash the dishes. 'Cause I'm
Okay.
tired. That's it.
Yes.
I fucked up the joke. It could have been a good joke, but
That's okay.
it was good enough, right?
Yeah.